Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Wendy Colouring, and today's video is my colouring plans for May. Mermaid. I'm not going to do loads of mermaids. I might do a few, but I'm certainly not colouring just mermaids for the month. So I've fished out, as you can imagine, far too many books, some of which I'm going to go through pretty quickly because they're books or pages that you're already familiar with. Or you will be if you watch my colouring plans quite regularly. I've got some carry-overs. I didn't colour in either of these two last month, and I think I did this one, the month before that. So yeah, I've neglected Magic Diary and Mystery Island. There's lots of cracking pages in these that I really quite like, and they're a great quick colour. I haven't been using markers in them. I've just mainly been using colour pencils. So this one, what's it called, Magic Diary, I've only been colouring in Artex up to now. So I think I've done that one and that one in Artex. This one I've been colouring in Holbein. And I might like to do another Artex page in Magic Diary. I kind of quite like the idea of just sticking with the one brand in here. Don't know why, never done it before, but yeah, for some reason I quite like doing that in there. I'd only done Holbeins in here, but I do really enjoy this book. I really love the illustration style in it. I think it's really cute, quirky. It allows me to do nice bright colours. So yeah, I'd like to do one each in those ones again, like I have been doing at the beginning of the month. Then, as a total contrast to those books completely, my Dream Girl, hold on, I've got it written down somewhere, can't read it, let me undo it. Bora Lee's Beauty Colouring Book, perhaps put it on the side where I can see. Dream Girl. I got this in my haul in March. Yeah, because I don't think I've done an April haul, so it'll be March. This is from AliExpress, and it's basically quite moody looking fashion models. I think will be my overview of this book, and that's kind of what I've picked. I've picked this moody, as you can see in this particular drawing. You do get a colour version. I'm not necessarily going to do them the same, I don't think. I don't feel the need to in this book, but I have picked her out, of which there is that example. I've also picked this more page that has a bit more of the figure in and some nice flowers in the background, and obviously the moody model as well. I'm not going to do the other page, it'll just be the single. And I've picked a few more along the same vein really. I quite like this one, but I also quite like this peacock's head that's been severed off here. But he still looks quite full of beans, so I think he's alright. He's survived the encounter. But I was thinking I'd do the model side, but I do quite like him as well. Can't pick my next little head. There we go. And I've also picked her, but I think she's the least likely. I also quite like these little swans on the other side. Paper in this book is pretty nice, considering I've got this from AliExpress. I think it's quite a nice printed book. So yeah, I might try a bit of watercolour wet media in this book. But Dream Girl by Bora Lee. Yeah, that I got last month. This one was in my colouring plans last month and I never got to it. Moon Valley by Maria Troll. I did the other Maria Troll book that I had out. I've not changed the pages that I've picked, but I might pick some different ones. So I think I had this little fairy girl, her with the antlers, her that looks like me being dragged through a bush. But I think I do like this little cute little dragon quite a lot, so I think he's very likely this month I would like to get into this book in particular. Moon Valley by Marie Troll. Oh, don't fall over. Then I've also picked out Little Secrets from My Fairy House, Clara Markova. I've not worked in this for a couple of months, I don't think now. I've picked a few pages. This book is beautiful. I could just sit and work on this book all year, but I have a lot of books, as you probably imagine. But I thought this was really cute. Got a little bit of a kind of cute little castle going on. little ballerina girl, lovely bird with some lollipops in its back like you do, random tassel. But I thought that was really quite cute, and obviously we're on Mermaid, so I was kind of thinking, I don't think I've actually ever coloured one of her mermaids. So I have picked a few, but mermaids for me are a bit love and hate. Some months I just cannot persuade myself to work on them. I don't know why. Some months it's definitely love or hate. I'm hoping I will want to work on some of these. This one's quite a cute one where she's got a little palette tied around her waist and she's painting this little octopus down here. Got to do the same image twice. But I thought that was quite a cute little mermaid page. Or there's also this one where she's giving her little seahorses a nice little hug. We've got some kind of perfume bottle, is it, that's down there? Yeah, nice little octopus. Got this kind of ribbon with tassels. A few little fish and cheeky things going on. Thought that was quite nice as well. So yeah, I think I've only done one page in this book so far, so I think I would like to try and make myself work in this one. Little Secrets from My Fairy House by Clara Markova. Just going to make a pile. I've also thinking this one might go into my work bag, so I might not get it finished this month, but possibly next month, because I'll be working on it little small amounts of time when I get a slight minute. But Rita Berman's Asian tour book, I've had a few that there's some lovely pages in this. I do quite fancy this kind of lovely dragon, and it's kind of got fireworks going off. I think that's quite an interesting page. It's miserable and raining here today, and yeah, these little swimming costumes just reminded me of happier, sunnier days, and I thought that might be quite a fun little nice little page to work on. And I also quite like this little chap in his bazaar with all his carpets, and obviously there's quite a lot of kind of decorative work in there. I thought that would be quite nice. I did also want to finish this side of my page that I'd started on already, but so far I've not persuaded myself to go back to this Indian page. But maybe, because I did enjoy the elephant and all that side of it, and I kind of feel I wanted to do this kind of like it was kind of peeling worn paint, because it kind of feels like it should be like that, or carved wood, one of the two. But that's in here and it's in my mind that I might try and get to, but like I say, I doubt I'll get that finished this month. Then I've picked out a couple of Hannah Carlzon's Daydreams. I don't work in that often. Obviously started colouring it and didn't finish. What an idiot. But this was one of my earliest books that I bought, and I've seen this page done so many times. There's so many versions of it, aren't there, on the net, and I've kind of always wanted to do it. But when I first got this book, yeah, I was too nervous to work on this page. Too scary. There's a lot going on, isn't there? And water and portraits, and there's just a lot going on, isn't there? And I kind of now feel like, I'm capable of tackling this page and doing it kind of how I would like to. So I kind of feel maybe the time has come, but Hannah Carlzon pages take me ages. I don't know why, but they just do. And this is double. And I can't lie, I'm really busy at work at the moment. Really busy. It's a bad time of year. So, will I have the brain power or time to get this done? That's my only worry. I picked it. I'm not super hopeful I'll get to it. Probably some in this one is probably more of a realistic choice. But in my mind, I want to get to that one. Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlzon. As you can see, I've picked a couple out as per. This month in the UK for May, our king is having his coronation. I didn't get round to doing the crown for the Queen, but I'm kind of thinking it might still be nice to do one kind of to celebrate both of those things. Celebrate perhaps wasn't the word I was looking for there, but you know what I mean, to represent it. So I've picked a couple of crowns out that I had picked out last time. I don't think I've ever done Hannah Carlzon mermaid page in any form. So I have picked out a few of those in this book. This one is quite complicated. Obviously you've got, actually is she not a mermaid because she's got a skirt on, hasn't she? Confusing. Woman in the water rather than a mermaid, who knows. Anyway, this one, which obviously has a lot going on, there's a lot of kind of undersea bits, and obviously her head popping over. Then you've got this other page, which I'm kind of thinking might be a soft break-in for that other page that I was just looking at. But it's a portrait, and they take me ages. I could just chicken out and do this fish again. I've done it in the, I have the artist edition of this, and I've done the fish in that one. I think I did it at Copics. This lady with her bug friends, also, I have had March for a while. I would like to get to her. And obviously there's this other kind of sea-based page. Is she a mermaid if her dress is the sea? I don't know, but I'm calling yes. So I've also got those picked, but like I say, Hannah Carlson takes me ages. I love it. Will I get time? That's the question. Then I picked out a few uncoloured books that I would like to get to. So Amy Shen, Wonderland. This book is beautiful. I really like it, and I don't know why I haven't coloured it yet. I quite like this little cupcake with the, I think they're the Queen of Hearts soldiers, aren't they, that are in here with the little playing card tops. But I think this is designed as a double. There's no way I'm going to do a double this month. I haven't got time. So I might just do them and this side. I'll just have to be careful with whatever I do as a background. The other more likely pages in here is I quite like both of these. So I quite like her sat on the throne, like she's a bit of a prisoner. Again, you've got some fantastic little characters in the background that could be really nice. Or I also quite like this on the other side, this rabbit that seems to be like taking a photo of the scene, but he's got lots of pies in the background with him. I don't know, but I quite like that. And I did have one more marked in here. Oh yeah, I quite like this cheeky pigeon with a tie. Shirt, it's got a shirt collar and a tie, which I thought was quite cute. There are some lovely pages in this book, but as you can see, they are kind of detailed. Oh, that's not a double, is it? Her inside a house on top of a cupcake. Could also be a possible, but most of them are like this. Lovely, busy, lots going on pages, which I do like doing, but I haven't got time to do them this month, sadly. But it's a lovely book, some lovely illustrations in it. I'd like to get something started in Wonderland by Amy Shen, because I've not touched it. Another one that I keep pulling out and then I never seem to get to it is Eco Neko Animal Parade by, have I written it down? Oh no, I've not. How bizarre. Oh, now I'm all fingers and thumbs and can't turn the page. No, it's all in Japanese and I can't read it. Who is the author? Is it Eco Neko? I don't know. I don't know. For this moment, I've no idea. But this book, it's beautiful. I picked a few out of here in the past. I quite like. It has these kind of funny coloured printed pages. So in the kind of violet section, there's this kind of unicorn carrying some pancakes, or this giraffe carrying a cake, both of which I quite like. Or also in a bit of a purple section is this little circusy page. Again, a unicorn pancake, but this time with some creature riding the back, probably nicking the pancakes. I don't know. There's a few of those I quite like. I also quite like this bird. And then there's also this section in the blue section with either a sheep and an umbrella or another unicorn with pancakes. I don't know why there's so many unicorns with pancakes in this book, but it is a cute, quite silly book that I do quite want to start in because it's a nice quality book. And then obviously we're mermaids. Mermaid, can't say it. So I thought, I can't not work in this, can I? Having done one last month, I'll try and keep up and do another one. So I picked a few of the larger images out. So Crown of Shells. I think I like this one the most out of all of them. I think if I'm doing one in here, that's the most likely. But I also quite like Mermaid with Baby Alligator, because he looks a bit cheeky. It's proper giving you the eye. So I quite like that one. Fish something, don't know. It's not English. Should have looked before, but obviously there's fish and birds. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, isn't that birds? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, fish and birds with a mermaid. That one. These fish worry me a little bit because there's quite a lot of little patterns and bits and pieces going on in them, and I might have to do a bit of thinking about how I tackle them. And then finally this one, which has got these kind of Victorian looking naked ladies at the bottom. Some kind of strange animal. Is it a fish? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's obviously a Victorian reference, isn't it? I perhaps need to... I will look hers up and see. I think, is it based on a favourite painting? I don't know. But there's all of those I've picked out of Jasmine Beckett Griffith's Mermaids colouring book. This one I had picked out last month is a book I got from AliExpress, Dream Trip, a magical colouring book that takes you into a dream world. I didn't get to it, but there's 2 pages in here in particular that I really quite like. Come on, where is my little... This one with the little car and the balloon and the cheeky moon I really like. And the other one was the hot air balloon, this one. That I really quite like it's made of old quilts and fabrics. You've got a little bit of flower work carrying the little love letters. I thought that was really cute as well, so I'd like to try and start in that as well, so it's not an uncoloured book. And then finally, I did 1 page in this, not for April, for March, out of Fairy Tales by Tomoko Tashiro. I did this page, so I'm thinking I might try and do the other, but this looks terrifying because it's basically just loads of dots, isn't it? Like, look, is it trees? Is it a waterfall? I think it's just kind of background greenery, isn't it? Is the impression, and obviously a nice little stagecoach with my little lady in miniature in there. Now, last time I did just kind of ink over a lot of these kind of spirally things that are in the border. I'm probably going to do the same again because no. I colour the flowers, the actual flowers, but I don't think I'm going to colour all these kind of tiny, let me show you what I mean, these tiny spirally, circly things. Like, what are they? Are they a flower? I don't know, but I just coloured over them last time. I'm probably going to do the same again. So it'd be nice to get this double finished. Okay, do you want to do this as a buddy? I know she's umming and ahhing about whether she wants to do this page or not. I've got to be honest, this background really scares me back here. I'm going to have to think creatively about what to do with it. Anyway, we'll see. I might try and do that other half of the Fairy Tales colouring book by Tomoko. I can't speak today. Tomoko Tashiro. And yeah, I think that's more than enough, isn't it? Because that is quite a pile of books. It's not even all of them. There's some more over there. I'm not going to get all these done. No way. No way I'm going to get all these done in a busy month. But it gives me lots of nice choices, and I think that's important. For the ups and downs of things that occur over the month of May, I have some choices. Some easier bits and pieces, some more complicated, some that I can use a bit of watercolour here and there because the paper's decent. But yeah, who knows what I'll get done in them. Let me know if there's one that you really would like to see me get done. I'm making no promises though, sorry if I'm a letdown. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're loving your colouring or whatever it is that you're doing today. Bye bye.